it happens. That's how life is, you know.
Can you tell me the story of Monkell Goodwine? What's your story?
I'm a 20-year-old from Washington D.C.
Okay.
I'm the baby of 6 kids. I have a tattoo of my brother here. They're one of my inspirations that I love.
He looks like a kind of like a young Muhammad Ali.
yeah, we say definitely fight like Muhammad Ali. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. But I'm just a kid from Washington D.C. You know, that made it out of a serious situations. You know, I'm just blessed to be in this situation now. You know, my brother was an inspiration to me. He passed away when I was a young guy, like when I was around 11 years old. And, you know, I just took that into inspiration and I just kept on doing what I had to do. And ever since, you know, I pray to God every day, you know, and my mom has been with me throughout my whole entire process and my whole entire family. But, you know, that's my story, to be honest with you.
Yeah. How much did that, I don't know, fuel you to become the best you can?
I can tell you this. Youth league days, right?
Yeah.
My first time playing football, I was 9 years old, right?
Okay.
My brother passed away when I was turning 10. So first time playing youth league, I was horrible, trash. Like, I didn't want to play it at all. Like I swear, like I kept telling my mom, "No, I don't want to go. Let me stay home, eat cookies and stuff like that." Right. But then, you know, the year that he did pass away, it's like a motor that turned, like that woke me. I've turned into something different. Like I was be a beast out there when that happened, and everything changed. My mindset changed. You know, I don't know. Like God awoke me. God gave me something, gave me the ability to do something, and I just ran with it and took it. So
I feel like most people in that moment would shut down, and it's just totally, completely opposite for you. It's just like you're like, okay, life is short, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That
gave me a great inspiration, man. My brother, you know, if he was still here to this day, you know, he'd probably be with me right now. So that was probably one of my closest guys. He was basically my twin. So
you have an Alabama tattoo.
Oh man, yeah. Everybody say that. Yeah, that was something that I was in the moment with it.
Okay, but what's the story? Like
so
long night.
Yeah, long night. I really didn't have anything else to put like on my tattoo, on my sleeve. My artist was like, "Man, maybe we should put an Alabama tattoo right there." I was like, "Man, go ahead, let's do it." So he did. So, but I'm thinking about readjusting it. You know, doing some little things to it. I'm gonna do something different. So you're gonna have to see me like in a couple of months.
So you're not keeping it?
Oh yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it.
No. But like, so you're gonna? What do you mean readjust it?
So what I mean is, I'm gonna put an arrow. And I'm gonna put the Gamecock symbol on.
Ooh. But where are you gonna put the arrow?
Either here, going towards my inner arm, my inner bicep. But other than that, I don't know. Me and my artist, we gonna talk about it soon. So,
what were you in Tuscaloosa or were you in DC?
I was in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta.
What were you doing in Atlanta?
Atlanta was only 3 hours away from Tuscaloosa.
Oh, okay.
So, you know,
but you were in college then.
Yeah.
That's okay. Damn. Okay. Any of the other art? So do you have a tattoo guy in Atlanta?
Yeah, I got a couple of tattoo guys. I got a tattoo guy in Atlanta that did his whole arm. I got one of my friends back at home in Washington D.C. that did this for me. And
I love the shading on this.
Yeah, no, right?
That was pretty sick. But did you have to, like, I feel like I would get super detailed about like the little stuff. Like, did you make sure that this equaled 7?
Definitely.
Okay.
I had to.
All right, that's what I was
7 is my
wondering.
lucky number. I like 7.
Man, we're at a craps table too.
Yeah.
I'm putting a 7 on the dice.
Of course.
Damn. Okay, that's awesome, man.
Appreciate it.
What do you like? I don't know. Do you feel like I've noticed this with other guys who come from Alabama? It's like, I don't know, it's like they're coming from a different country or something. People just ask, like, do they just ask you a billion questions about, like, what it was like?
Of course.
Especially with the tattoo, I'm guessing. They're like, holy cow, where'd you come from? Oh, we got it.
Yeah, the experience there, like, of course it's a whole nother, like, when you, being part of a winning team, it hits different. Like, it gives you a different motive because it's like, the standard there was nothing but, we got to get it, we got to go. So it was nothing but winning. And you know, coming from there, and especially being coached by the greatest of all time, like of course, it's going to say it's a different country. Like and it's a party town as well. Everybody, of course, it's a party town. A lot of great friends I made down there. But like I say it's a different country.
When you were in high school, I feel like most recruits, it's like I got to go to Alabama or Georgia. Then you actually do.
Yeah.
You like actually signed with Alabama. In that like, what was it the day you signed? Did you feel like, holy cow, I made it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Really, to be honest with you, I say that I didn't know what I was doing at the time. Like I said, I didn't really do my research well enough. On what I needed to do, and on top of that, like my story with Alabama, like I was being recruited by a different coach. So when I got there, that coach left, and you know things kind of turned and twisted for me. But either way, like I said, like the pressure there, not even the pressure, but the relationship there, it was good at all times. Like everything was good when I got there, but you know I just felt like I could have been in a better situation if that, you know, it just went the way it went.
It's probably hard to just like turn it down.
Yeah, it was definitely hard.
Oh, sorry.
What was that?
No, go for it.
Like I said, like it was a good experience overall. Like I don't regret it at all.
Yeah.
Like I've learned from the best. I've been with the best, seen it all, done it all. So it was just a great experience for me overall.
Who was the coach that left? Was it your DC or your D-line coach?
The DC left.
Okay.
And then it was a defensive line coach that was recruiting me before I got there, like I say, my 10th grade year in high school. And then that's when Coach Freddie Roach came in my 11th grade year. So, and I didn't know that. And then I was also talking to Coach Sal Sincere, which he transferred to Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
So I was talking to him as well. Man, I really didn't know too much about Coach Roach at the time. Like, he had called me, but I really didn't know who he was at the time. And we had talked from time to time throughout the months, but it wasn't, like, consistent. So I talked to Coach Sal all the time, really, be honest with you, and Coach Pete Golden.
Okay.
So that was really the two guys I was talking to.
What position, like, are you going to play on the defensive line?
Oh, definitely. I can play it all. I can play the end, the 5 technique, the 3 tech. If you need me at the shade, I'll play that as well.
Really?
I feel like I've developed so well to the point where I can play that. Like I've developed great technique.
So you think you can come off the edge?
Yes, sir.
Really?
The edge. Hey, that's where I started at.
All right.
That's where I started at. I like the edge.
Where does South Carolina? Where are they going to start you out at? I'm guessing you could probably move eventually, but
definitely.
they would have to start you in some room.
Yeah.
Where are they going to start?
In the D-line and interior.
Oh, interior.
Coach T-Rob?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Monkell, I did have a question. So there's a lot of guys from DC on this team. Does that help at all?
Oh yeah, of course. All my guys from DC, we support, man. DC all the way, man. But yeah, it's a lot of guys from here that I'm really cool with. That I knew back home that I didn't know that was here at all. Like Jakai, me and Jakai, we competed, and it's crazy because we was talking about this the other day. We was at the North Carolina camp one time, and it's actually on YouTube. Me and him was going at it one time, man. We didn't know that. So when we seen each other the other day, we was like, bro, didn't I go against you at the North Carolina camp before? He was like, oh yeah, like.
How do you remember that?
Yeah, it was on YouTube. Oh. It's still on there to this day. And I was skinny as hell.
To find that. Another thing that a lot of like us normal people can't comprehend is getting recruited by the greatest coach of all time. What was that like, getting recruited to play at Alabama? Like it's something that a lot of us can't really fathom.
It's a dream come true, to be honest with you. Like, you know, when everybody want to go and play for the greatest of all time, it's legendary, you know. So I don't regret it at all going there. It was just a great process for me, you know, trusting it as well. But you know, being there, seeing it all, through it all, playing with the greats, it was just overall a great experience. So.
Yeah. And then who was your primary recruiter at South Carolina?
T-Rob, Coach T-Rob, Coach Beamer, Coach White, DC. Really, everybody was hitting me up, to be honest with you. So I'm just grateful.
Yeah, absolutely. If you had to boil it down to like one or two things, I'm sure you've been asked this a lot today as well. But what was the tip of the or the tipping point for choosing South Carolina?
The opportunity.
Yeah.
The opportunity, and then also I'm close to home as well. And I just found out I got family down here as well, so you know, and just a better opportunity overall. Like I just feel like I can come down here and develop with these guys, and you know, do something great.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I've been asking a lot of guys today is, talents off the field. Do you have any talents off the field or odd skills that you can tell us about?
Oh yeah, Call of Duty. Nobody play with me in that Call of Duty, man. 2K, just gaming overall, and I love to drive. I love to drive cars. Cars is one of my favorite things to do. Golfing. Nobody really mess with me in
play
that
golf?
Of course. Coach Beeman can't even mess with me in the golf. You know what I'm saying? Let him know that.
That's crazy.
Real. But overall, that's about it for real, man.
Who's your 2K team then? Who's the go-to?
Anybody. I can use anybody.